Hi Hampton Primary, my name's Fiona. Welcome back to yoga. I hope you've had a great week. I'm thrilled to have you back practicing with me again today. Before we get started today, go and grab something from your house that you really love that's small enough to fit over the top of your belly. It could be something like a teddy bear or another soft toy, maybe a little Lego minifigure, just something small that will fit on your belly. I'm going to use my flower. In today's practice, we're going to focus on mindfulness. I know many of you would have worked with mindfulness before at school or at home, but if you haven't heard of mindfulness, it is the practice of being able to focus your brain, focus your attention and your awareness on what's going on right now in this moment. It's being able to switch off from everything that's going on in the busyness of life, all the whirling around, and just being able to be calm and focus on what's happening right now. So for example, if you were walking down the street and you stop to smell a flower, it's really taking the time to notice the smell of the flower, maybe looking at the flower, looking at the intricacies of the leaves and the petals, and maybe even noticing what the flower feels like, the stem and the leaves. Also, when we work with things like mindful breathing, as we sit or lie down and breathe, it's noticing what the breath feels like in your body, what the sound of the breath makes, how deep the breath is going. It's just focusing all your senses on exactly the task that you're doing. So the benefits of mindfulness, of course, are that it can help improve your focus and your concentration. Mindfulness is always really good to help you calm down, and mindfulness can even help improve your quality of sleep. So it's another one of those inbuilt superpowers that when we practice, it has lots of great benefits for our overall well-being. And guess what? Yoga is a fabulous way to practice mindfulness. So let's get started. We'll begin by bringing our palms up towards the sky, inhaling, looking up towards our hands, lengthening our spine, and then using the exhale to draw the hands back down in front of the heart. 2 more times, just like that. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of your heart. Close your eyes and we'll bow forward, bow all the way forward. And together we say the words, Namaste. Gently rising back up. First of all, today we're going to come up onto our knees into a high kneeling position. I'm going to turn this way so it's a bit easier to see what I'm doing. So we're up nice and tall through the spine. We're going to inhale our hands up, reach up as high as you can. And then as you exhale, bring your palms down onto the mat and arch your back into cat position. As you inhale, stretch your eyes up, dip your belly down, come into cow position. And then tuck your toes under, push your hips up and back, come into downward facing dog, take a breath in. And then with your breath out, gently lower the knees down onto the mat, untuck the toes. Tuck your chin in nice and close towards your chest. Give your bottom a big squeeze and you unravel the spine back up into that high kneeling position. Gently coming down, hands flat, start off in cat position. Come into cow, breathe in. Breathe out, tuck your toes, come back into downward facing dog. Take a breath here. And then gently lower your knees down onto the mat. Scoop your chin right in close towards your chest and unravel. We'll go through this 2 more times. Reach up and then we're coming forward. Come straight into cat pose. Inhale up for cow pose. Last time through, gently lower knees, untuck toes, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae into that upright position, and then last time through, scoop your belly in, arch your upper back, you come into cat, cow, a little moo if you like, and then tuck the toes, push the mat away, back into downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths here, and if it feels nice to have a little pedal out, you could do something like that. Maybe release any tension through your head and neck. Make sure your hands are shoulder width apart. Make sure your feet are around about hip distance apart. Nice straight arms. You're sending your bottom up and back towards the sky. One more breath. And then bring a little bend into your knees. And we're just gently going to tiptoe the feet in towards the hands. And stay here in a forward fold. If you need to bend your knees, that's always fine to do so. And from here, we're going to move through some circling through our body and through our limbs. Start off by making little circles with both of your hands in your forward fold. Just really gently circling your hands around one way. Keep your head relaxed. And then circle around the other way. One more circle. And then come into stillness. Maybe you use your hands on your legs to slowly unwrap you up into a standing position. Good. We're going to bring our hands up and overhead, and let's make some circles with the wrists. Just circling around one way. Good. And then pause there. Just take notice of what way you're circling, and then we're going to bring the arms out in front at shoulder height and just reverse the circles with the wrists. So go the opposite direction. Good. And then pausing there, we're going to bend our elbows, make that cactus shape with the arms that we've done before. Bring a little bend into the knees, and then we're going to make reverse circles with the arms. Just little circles to begin with. So good. And then you can make them a little bit bigger as your shoulders begin to warm up. Big as you can. Good. And then hands up overhead. And let's take the circles in the opposite direction. So forward with the circles this time. Keep breathing as you're moving. And then giving the arms a little bit of a break. So we're going to bring our hands onto our hips. Let's get a little bit of circling through our hips going. So what we'll do is start off by bumping your hip out to the left-hand side, and then take a little forward fold and then bump your hip out to the other side. So making circles with your hips. And as we move mindfully, notice where you feel the stretching in your body as you move. So that's one way of being mindful with our yoga practice, is thinking and focusing on what we feel in our body. Good. Pause in the center and let's turn the circles in the opposite direction. So this time you bump your right hip out to the side and then take a little forward fold and make circles with your hips. How does it feel on this side? Any different? Good. Take one more circle. And then pause there. We're going to bring hands back up overhead and make that sort of butterfly grip with your thumbs. And this time, instead of stirring our hips around in circles, let's do it with the upper body. So you can even look up for this one if you like, and pretend that your fingers are making big circles on the ceiling above you. You might start with smaller circles, especially if you're feeling a little tight or If you've got any strains or stiffness, remembering to keep on breathing while you move, breathing naturally. Good, and then pause in the centre and we'll do the same thing but go around the other way. You might even swap the link of your thumbs over so the opposite thumb's on top and then roll round the other way. Notice how that feels through your spine, through the sides of your body, back of your body, through the front of your chest and under your armpits. Good, pause there, and again we'll give the arms a little bit of a rest. So time to get some circling going through the legs. Let's start off by bringing our hands together in front of our chest, and we'll take the left ankle first and just rolling out through the ankle one way, and then go around the other way. And then bend your knee and see if you can get some circles going through your hips. So this might challenge your balance a little bit as well. See how you go. Balancing in yoga is another way that we stay really mindful, because when we're doing our balances, we have to have all our attention on what we're doing, otherwise we'll fall over. And then we'll circle the other way. Just taking it at your own pace. Hopefully you can't hear my clunky hip too much. And then the other foot, so taking it over to the right side, start with the rolling out through the ankles, just a few one way, and then pause, going around in the other direction. Noticing how it feels. And then we'll bend the knee if you can, and just starting with the hip circles. Can you do it just as easily on this side, or is it more difficult on this side? What do you notice about doing this hip circle? Maybe it's easier to balance on this side, and then we'll swap it over, go around the other way. Good. So one final circle movement for our warm-up is to step our legs out wide, and let's take our hands behind our back and interlink fingers. From here, let's bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, and dip our body down towards our knee, then continue around in a big circle all the way back up the other way. Two more like that. Bend and straighten the opposite leg. Then we're coming back up and around. One more time. So you're bending your right knee, straightening left leg, and then circling all the way up. Extend your arms out at shoulder height. Swap the grip of your fingers over, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So this time bending left knee first, straightening out right leg, and then circling the body up and around. Ooh, two more to go. And last one, bending your knee, coming around, and then standing back up. It's time for some breathing now. So let's make our way down onto the mat. And what you can do is lie down onto your back, and this is where you need your special item. So I've got my flower. You can keep your knees bent when you lie back. If you prefer, you can have straight legs. And then bring your item onto your belly. Allow your hands to rest alongside your body. And get really comfortable, get really relaxed. So I'm going to straighten my legs out. So what we're doing from here is beginning to breathe deeply in and out through the nose. Keep your eyes open and see whether you can breathe so deeply that you can focus on your special item Moving up towards the sky as you inhale. And gently riding back down on your belly on the exhale. As you inhale, your belly expands. And I can see my flower rising higher. And then as I exhale, I can see it floating back down towards my spine. We're going to continue on with this mindful breath. See if you can breathe and make your special item rise up. And then as you exhale, allow it to fall back down. 4 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. As you inhale, do you see your special item rising up just in your peripheral vision? And exhale. 1 more round. Inhale. And exhale. So good. Just take a breath, a few moments to notice how you feel. How this belly breathing, this mindful breathing has impacted your body, your mind, your breath. Fabulous. And from here we'll take our special item. Just make sure you're not going to trip over it, pop it well away from your mat, and we'll keep moving. So maybe a rock and roll up and down the length of the spine. And we'll come up into a standing position. Today with our sun salutations, we're going to do a little bit of a change to them, a bit of a lunge in the middle of it. So let's see how we go with these. We'll inhale and reach hands up. Get nice and long through your spine. Exhale, gently fold forward. Hands on shins or reaching down all the way to the mat. Then we'll take a half lift, lengthen the crown of the head forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees deeply. And this time, we're going to just step the right foot back and we come into a lunging position. Push down through your feet, maybe a little bend in the back knee as you roll up into a high lunge. So we stay high on the toe of the back foot. And then as you exhale, bring the hands back down around the front foot. And then step the left foot back into downward facing dog. Take a breath there. Next, inhale, lift the right leg high, 3-legged dog. And then as you exhale, we're going to step the right foot up between the hands. And do the same thing on the other side. Push down through the feet. Roll up into a high lunge position. Exhale, fold forward. Hands down around the front foot. So you can bend your knees as much as you need so your hands can get flat on the mat. The back foot steps in to meet the front foot. We take another half lift. Hands on shins or hands down on the mat. Exhale, bow forward, knees can be as bent as you need, and then a slow unravel up to standing. Salute the sun, look to the hands, maybe a little back bend, maybe a lift of the chest and the heart if you'd like. Exhale, fold forward, so we'll keep going. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. This time the left foot steps back, you come into that lunge position. Push down through the feet, roll up, high lunge. Exhale, fold forward, hands around the front foot. Right foot steps back, come into downward facing dog, take a breath. Next, inhale, left leg lifts to the sky, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot gently steps between the hands, lunge position. Push down to rise up, unravel the spine. On the exhale, the hands come back down around the front foot and the right foot steps in to meet the left. Half lift. Fold forward. Slowly roll up to standing. Salute the sun. Pretend you can see the sun up above your fingertips. Exhale, tuck the chin, roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Lengthen out, half lift. Fold. Right foot steps back. Lunge position. Push down, unravel the spine, high lunge. Exhale, fold forward. Left foot steps back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts to the sky. Use the exhale to step the right foot between the hands, back into the lunge position. Unravel, roll up, high lunge. Hands back down around the front foot. Left foot steps in to meet the right half lift. Fold forward. Push down through the feet. Squeeze your bottom as you come up to standing, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, fold. Lengthen out, half lift. Fold forward. Left foot steps back. Lunge position. Rolling up, high lunge position. Hands back down. Right foot steps back, downward facing dog. Last one, left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Step the left foot between the hands, lunge position. Rolling up, high lunge. Rolling back down. Right foot steps up to meet the left foot. Half lift. Fold forward. And a slow roll up to standing. Salute the sun. Okay, let's move on to some balances. I spoke earlier about balance being something that can keep us really mindful and focused as we move from pose to pose in yoga, so let's do some now. Today's balance is starting off like a quad stretch, so we bend the right knee, catch hold of the right foot with the right hand, see how this feels. If it's wobbly, just stay like this. Maybe you use your left arm to counterbalance. If you're feeling steady, the left hand can come around on top of the foot as well. If you do get the wobbles, just focusing your eye gaze on something non-moving ahead of you can really help with the balance, can really help with the mindfulness as well. Stay in this position, or maybe, if you like, you could tip at your hips and turn this into a standing bow position. If you're doing this one, you're pushing your foot back into your hands, squeezing your shoulder blades together, activating or squeezing your right bottom muscles as well. And then gently come back to that original position, slowly letting go of your foot and mindfully, slowly stepping back into warrior two. Hands out at shoulder height, focusing your gaze right over the middle finger of the top hand. Good, take a breath in and we'll straighten the front leg, clap the palms up overhead, and then exhale, rebend the front knee. Two more like that. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and deepest bend in the front knee that you can. Exhale. From here, gently tip the hips over. We'll rest the front forearm on the front thigh and reach the top hand right up and overhead. So your biceps right alongside your ears. Side angle pose, extended side angle pose. Stay in this position if this is enough for you, or otherwise a big reverse circle with the top arm. Maybe fingertips will brush down along the mat. One circle, two, we'll do three in total. And then the end of the third circle brings you back up and around into warrior two again. Take a breath. And then we'll step the back foot in to meet the front foot. Same thing on the other side. Starting with the quad stretch. Left knee bends. Taking hold of left foot with left hand first. Just get yourself steady. Little engagement through the core, little focus of the gaze really helps with the balance and it helps with the mindfulness. Then maybe the other hand comes behind. See how that feels. Notice your breath. And then if you want that little bit of challenge, just a little tip of the hips. Whoa, it's getting wobbly for me. And pressing the top of your left foot into your hands, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Standing bow. One more breath. And then slowly back into that upright position. Gently release your foot and we'll step mindfully like a ninja out into warrior two. Deep bend in the front knee, even weight between the feet. And see if you can stack your shoulders right over the tops of your hips. So you don't want to have the shoulders going forward, have them right over the top of the hips. With your next inhale, straighten front leg, clap the palms up overhead. Then exhale, rebend the front knee. Two more just like that. Inhale, fill up with air. Exhale, release it all out. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Take one more inhale, and then we tip the hips forward, reaching the top arm right up and overhead, extended side ankle pose. Stay in this position, try not to lose the bend in the front knee, and then if you like, 3 big reverse circles with the top arm, maybe backs of fingertips brushing along the mat. 2 more circles to go. Inhale, big stretch up. Exhale. And then this circle delivers you all the way up and around, back into warrior two. Back foot comes in to meet the front foot. And then we finish with hands in front of the chest, the top of the mat. Making our way down onto the mat now, just gently bending the knees and coming to sit down on your bottom. Have the legs out straight and bring the hands alongside your hips. So one of the things we practice in yoga is sometimes some things that are a little bit challenging. The challenges keep us mindful on what we're doing. They give us something to work towards. So see how you go with this one. There, I'll give you 2 options. The first one is hands alongside the hips. And then let's bend our knees and have our feet pointing directly head along the mat. From there, see how you go about pushing down into your hands and turning yourself into a big tabletop. So keep looking up toward the sky. Keep squeezing your bottom. You'll feel the stretch more than likely at the front of your shoulders. And then gently release your bottom back down. So we'll do that 2 more times. Push down through the hands, push down through the feet, and then making yourself into a big table. And then gently releasing back. 1 more just like that. Push down through the hands and the feet. Stay up, up, up. Lift your hips up a bit higher. And then gently release down. So how did that one go? If you want to try something a little bit stronger, a little bit more tricky, have a go at this one. So we start in the same position, we push up, but then instead of letting your bottom come back down toward the mat, see if you can sweep your bottom back without touching the mat, and then hold and hover your bottom up off the mat. Then feet back out, bend knees, and then lifting your hips up. Exhale, scoop your belly in, hold your bottom up off the mat. 1 more time. Pressing up, turn yourself into a table, and hovering your bottom back if you can. And then gently releasing down. Well done. Okay, let's do a twist. You can come into a cross-legged position. We'll inhale, reach the hands up. And then let's take the left hand over the right knee. And we're looking over the right shoulder. So One more breath. And slowly unravel, come back to center. We'll do the same on the other side. Reach up, grow tall through your spine. And this time the right hand comes over the left knee. Twisting back, using the back hand to support the spine. Or maybe creeping that back hand around onto the front thigh. Breathe here, 2 more breaths. And then a gentle unravel back to center. So good. Time for relaxation. We really deserve it. So let's come back down onto our back. Slow roll down. And then remember, you can keep your knees bent if that feels most comfortable for you, or extending the legs out long. Palms up to the sky. Get yourself really comfortable. If you can, close your eyes. Notice your breath as it enters and leaves your body. Breathe in and out through the nose if you can. Another thing we can do to stay mindful in our yoga practice is visualizations. So bringing a setting or a scene into our mind, imagining it, and we'll do that now. Think of a place that you love going, that you could call your favorite happy place. It might be a beach, it might be a holiday spot, it could be the park, it could be a friend or family member's house that you love to go to and visit. Picture yourself in your happy place. As you imagine yourself there, what do you notice? What does it look like? What's the temperature? Is it sunny or cold? Is there any smells that you can pick up on? What sounds do you hear? Bring your happy place alive in your mind as you settle back in your relaxation. Keep seeing your happy place. Keep noticing everything about it. We'll stay in relaxation for another 5 breaths. If you can, stay in the world of your happy place. One final breath. And then it's time to bring yourself back. The best thing about these visualizations is remembering that you can go to your happy place inside your mind anytime you like. Anytime that you're feeling frustrated, anytime you're feeling angry, know that you could always go to this happy place to help you calm down and relax. When you're ready, gently bending your knees, roll position. Maybe you cross your legs. And we'll bring the hands together in front of the heart. It's been fabulous practicing with you again today. Let's finish our class by closing the eyes, bowing forward, all the way forward, and saying the words, Namaste. Thanks, Hampton Primary. See you next time.